Okay, it looks like it's recording. So Kimberly, I want to say thank you and welcome to the Genusity family. This is going to be an awesome experience and an awesome ride. And I'm just looking forward to getting to work with you and everyone else who you connect with in this adventure, in this business.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much for joining me. And would you like to say hello?
Hello, how are you? It's good to be connected with this company.
Yeah, it is. It is. And on behalf of Ivory and Latonia Johnson, we want to welcome you. Ivory and Latonia are your sponsors in Genusity. And we are going to do something this evening that I hope will help others as they onboard, as they welcome someone into their Genusity team. So one of the things that I work with when I welcome new people onto my team is where at all possible, we get them to set up their first landing page and the thank you page on the very first day. So that while the product is being shipped, you have elements of your back office already in place so that when you receive your beacons, all that you've got 80% of the work done. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's great.
So that's what we're going to do now. Normally what I would start with, if you look at the menu bar, you're going to see the menu bar that says add beacon messages, and that's where you would go to edit your beacon message, to create your beacon message. And you have 3 devices coming, so you are going to have to do 3 separate messages because you have 3 different enterprises or businesses that you're working with.
Okay.
But this is the area where you do it, is where it says add edit beacon messages.
Mm-hmm.
Correct, right there in the red. Why don't you put the cursor back up? Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're not going to focus on that right now. We're going to slide over 1 tab to the marketing tools. And if you would, Kimberly, slide down to the very first menu item, the Secure Mobile Page Builder. Go ahead and click on it. And we are going to start making your very first landing page. Now, you've had some experience with this through exposure with another company, so you get the basic idea, I think, already. Our system is a little different.
Yeah, someone set it up for me, so I wasn't really clear.
Okay. How we're going to start is you see the green tab that says Create a Genusity Mobile Landing Page. Click here. So go ahead and click.
Okay.
Very cool. And we're going to scroll down just a little bit. So in that blue box, there are 3 areas that I want you to click on. The first is Add Image, so click in that box. The second one is Main Text. The third one is Opt-in Form.
Okay.
Very cool. And now, if you would scroll down just a little further. Stop. So when you clicked on the Opt-in Form, why don't you uncheck it for a minute? And if you notice on the phone, the preview screen, the opt-in form went away. If you click on it again, you'll see it come back in. So this will always appear on the bottom of your image, on someone's image, when they get the information on their phone. Okay?
Okay.
Under the next category below, there's a topic called Page Name.
Okay.
And you see something, My Genusity Landing Page. We're going to erase that. And for your first landing page, for your first beacon, do you know which company you want to represent?
Financial Education Services.
So we're gonna give FES a plug here, Financial Education Services. So go ahead and type that in. Very good. So that's simply a label. This will not appear on your image, on any of your messaging. It's simply a file that you have in your back office so that you know when you want to change your, if you want to change your landing page at any point in the future, you know which one to go to. Okay. If you slide the cursor down to the background color, the next box below,
yes,
the 2E, 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 if you click on that, you have a full spectrum of color. And you have a fader bar to the right. So exactly right there. So if you raise or lower that, if you unclick it, you see how the color changes.
Okay.
If you put the cursor on the plus sign in the middle of the color spectrum, move it around. There you go. Changing the background color is as easy, as simple as that. If your company has kind of a color theme for their logo or something like that, then you might want to consider tying in the color scheme for your brand or for your logo.
Yeah, it's this color for FES.
Cool. So that is, it's as simple as that in terms of controlling, manipulating the color on the background image. Okay. So if you're good with that, let's scroll down to the headline text.
Okay.
This is where you create your 40-character message. I'm sorry, this is where you create your headline that will appear on the phone when someone clicks on your 40-character message. So if you have a headline for FES, then this is where you would put it.
What about restoring your credit?
Let's try that.
Or improving your credit? I don't know.
I think there's a statistic, and I could be wrong about this, but it's 40. What is the statistic for the number of people that have credit scores of 630 or below?
What's the
statistic? The number of people with credit scores.
I think it's probably the majority of people.
Yeah, I think it's over 50%. So I would just, if you can fit in there, 50% of U.S. households have credit scores of 630 or less. And because you only have 40 characters, I would take the percent out and put in the percent symbol.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
50% of what? Households
have credit scores below 630. And you might want to double check as we go along, double check that percentile. Okay. But I've heard others talk about it, and so I know it's a pretty high percentage. So you have your headline. This is when people click on your 40-character message, this will be the first thing that they see. Okay. If you go down to the headline text color, FFFFFFFFF, click in that box. And again, you have the same color spectrum, the same fader bar. And so just play with that. Find a color for the text.
It will be white, because that's what FES is.
Yeah, and the FFFFFFF, that's that's the kind of the default code that's always in the back office. But
is that the color white?
Yeah. However, you can change the color, right?
How many Fs?
That's good right there. That's it. I think it's 6 Fs. If you look at that middle box where it said headline text size, click on that. And you can try 25 point. Just scroll down to the 25px, click on that, and that increases the size of your font.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. Now, because you have an image that we're going to add in, you might want to lower the font size. I'd say 20, 21, something like that. Okay. And we'll get to play with this as we go along. Then in the next box over, it's a headline shadow. Right now it's preset at 0 point, which means there's no shadow around your text. If you scroll down to, say, 3 point, right there, you see how that creates a shadow behind it. Why don't you try 5 point just to see what it does? Okay, and so it creates a little sharper image with that shadow behind it. So it's another way of, creating the illusion that the font is bigger and it's a little easier for people to read. I think most of my stuff I have at 3 point, maybe 4 point. Others, I've seen others do it at 5 points. So whatever works for your eye, for the images that you are attracted to. All right, now we're going to slide down one more, and we're going to select one in the image category. One of the great things about this back office is there are a couple of dozen, maybe more images that are already downloaded, that are already in the file.
Okay.
And so if you just scroll down.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have it for all industries, but as you look through there, you'll see flower shops, real estate, coupons, coupon offerings, mattresses, hair salon. So for the moment, you might pick the time freedom one. If it goes down to the bottom just a little further, right there.
And which one is that?
Oh, man, you got the guy with the, oh, just a second.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea. I get my guitar out, okay? We're going to bang away. So you might not want to use that. I have to say, he might be better looking than me. I don't know. You might play with the pictures a little bit. But in a moment, I'm also going to show you how to upload a photo. So if you have a particular picture that you want, then we're going to,
I know how to upload photos.
Okay, well, there's a process, and I'll walk you through that process here, and I'm sure you're going to get it very easily. But for the moment, let's leave that one.
I had a question. With this time freedom, this is what they're going to actually see?
Yeah, on their phone.
Okay, now what is that about?
What that image is, basically it's communicating, I'm in business for myself, and I can pretty much play guitar all day long if I want, or I can play whenever I'm ready to. I don't have to wait for my 9-to-5 job to be over before I go home and do what I want to do.
Okay.
All right. Now, because you're in a different industry, this image may not work for you. Let's just have something for the moment, and then we can go back in later to change to a different image.
Okay, because I was wondering if they had one for finance.
They don't. They have they don't. They have one for the insurance sales, and that might be as close as you can find for kind of a professional financial service. Why don't you click on the insurance sales?
What is this 40 up from 5 to 95% off coupon? What's that?
There are some retail stores that are interested in this product. Insurance Made Easy. So that's not really.
I could use that for my AmeriPlan, huh?
Exactly. So that would be an image you could use there. I think we're going to have to upload an image for here, specific to what you would want. And if you see where the custom image is, that's where it would be stored. Once you upload it into a file, there's another tab that we have to go into in order to put an image in, and then to download it, and it'll take a few minutes to do that. So for the moment, Kimberly, if we can just stay with this, knowing that we're going to change the image.
Okay.
If you slide down, you see the main text bar.
Yes.
And then this is where you would put in a little bit more image or a little bit more text to describe what it is you're offering. Most people click the center main text. So why don't you click that, because I see your cursor there. And then why would people want?
Well, it caters to more than just one type of person. Like there's some people looking for credit restoration. Some people may want their will, trust, power of attorney, or they may want to be an agent. So
sure, they may want to be an agent where they can get life insurance.
Yes,
to being an agent. I was amazed when I heard that. But this is where you put something in. So I know one gentleman put in, I'd like to help you get your house, improve your credit score so that you can purchase your first home or your next home.
All right. Okay.
That's one suggestion.
Oh, what did you say again? Because I was thinking of something else. What were you saying?
Improve your credit score so that you can purchase your next home.
New home? Is that saying it right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then if you look at the main text color box below, again, it's the FFFFF and you've got the full color spectrum there. So
Mhm.
if you wanted to change that, it's the same process as it is for the headline text, as it is for the background color.
Okay, I'll keep it white for now.
Yeah, for now, it's probably a good idea. You could, if you scroll down a little further, you could add a last name, and you can see how it populates into the box, into the
Yeah.
phone.
Mhm.
All right, and you could ask for a phone number. I typically don't check either of those, and there's two reasons. The first is
Mhm.
phone numbers are frequently wrong. People don't really put in their correct number a lot of the times, and I don't know that I need a last name right now. What I want to do is optimize my space on the screen so I can get the right amount of text, the right amount of image, the right amount of message, and I don't necessarily need inaccurate information. And that's pretty much it. If you go to the slide down your cursor just a little bit, you look at the green button color.
Yeah.
Yeah, the OOE400 number.
Yeah.
Again, it's the same color spectrum. You can make that button any color you want. So it's preset.
Click here now?
Part,
You mean click here now?
yeah, anywhere in there if you like. Or just move the fader. So
I'm not gonna do that.
yeah. But that gives you a pretty good idea of what it is. Again, the text button text color
Mm-hmm.
is set at the FFFFF, but because of the darkness of the green on the button color, it automatically converted it over to a darker color, so it's black.
Okay.
Okay, if you lightened it up, there's a point where it converts to white.
Okay.
So, save landing page. Oh, before we save the landing page, if you slide just the cursor up just a little bit to where the URL where you want the visitor to go, exactly. We're going to leave that blank for a moment. We're going to come back to it. We're going to come back to it, and we're going to put in another URL in 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay. Is that where they're going to go to get to FES?
I'm going to show you how to do that.
Okay.
It's the next page. It's the next page we're going to create. So go ahead and save. And slide down a little bit. Thank you. And so you see the URL code. That URL code is for your the landing page that you just created.
Okay.
Okay. If you click on the red where it says Financial Education Services, yeah, I guess I'm not sure what color that is, but that takes you right back so that you can easily edit what you've created. And in fact, because we're highlighting homes in the text, if you go back to the image screen for a moment, slide down just a little bit.
Okay. Image.
Where it says select one. Yeah, I don't know if you can see my cursor. Right there. You just passed the box.
Okay. Oh.
Where the red letter is, select one.
Okay.
And then let's slide down a little bit. And there's two right there. There's two for real estate. So why don't you click on that one? And so it's this page is really designed for real estate agents, but because your message right now is to encourage people to improve their credit so they can buy a home, this might be a good image for you.
Okay.
Okay. So let's just go back down to the save button. Save landing page. And to edit what you just created, it's as simple as that. I'd like you to go back to that green tab, the green button, create, yep, right there. And we're going to create another landing page. This time, we're going to put in add image. So click the add image box.
Where is that?
In the blue box toward the top.
Okay.
So just right there, add image, main text. And this time, we're not going to do the opt-in form. So you can unclick that. The call to action button, the very last one, right there. Now, let's rename this page and let's call it FES Thank You.
Or should I spell it out?
You know what it means. I mean, you can do it any way you want, but
Oh, nobody's going to see this.
well, except anybody watching this video.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like the people that's going to see it on their phones is not
Yeah,
going to.
correct. That's correct. All right, on the background color, the 2E, 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 again, you can change that background color to anything you want within that color spectrum. Very nice.
Okay.
Okay, and then let's go to the headline text. And here it's a simple message. It's thank you. And yeah, exactly. I put a, what do you call that? Exclamation point behind most of my things. If you go back to headline color, again, you, well, not the background color, slide down right there. And again, if you want to change the color of the text in the thank you, then that's where you would do it.
Okay.
Because the thank you is a short sentence, or it's just 2 words as opposed to all the words that you used with the previous headline, I would make the 18 point much bigger. I think 30 is the largest. So it's big, bold, people can see it.
Okay.
Okay. Then we're going to go to pick an image. And
was realistic too.
Yeah, it's a big house. It's a big house. Yeah, just stay with that one for the time being. You're going to change these, I think, once you upload some images into your files, right?
Yeah, and the images coming off my computer.
Yeah.
So I just have to find images and put it on my computer so that I can upload it.
Yes.
I don't think I have any financial things.
Okay, and I have a couple of suggestions where you could go to find images that are free images.
Okay, where?
So the main text is the next screen below. Okay. And click on that. And here, what would you say is an enticement? Thank you very much for sharing your information. I look forward to helping you improve your financial circumstance, your financial situation, or something like that.
You said information?
Thank you for sharing your information.
Okay.
Period.
And then
I look forward. Good.
Forward to meeting you, or I don't know if I should say. I don't know.
Well, I look forward to helping you meet your financial goals.
I'm not good at this.
You're doing very well. You're doing very well. One of the things I always tell people, though, Tanya, excuse me, Kimberly. One of the things I always share, though, is that we're always testing this stuff. So once you get the message up and running, it's like, are people? Is it resonating with people? Do you need to change the text? And we're doing this on the fly.
Yeah.
Right. So you're going to look at it and you're going to say, okay, maybe this isn't exactly what I want, whatever. So I'm also showing you how to edit it so you can put it in the context that you want. But you control this part of all the messaging. So you're the one that's in the driver's seat. Okay. If you go to, again, the main text color, the FFFFF, again, if you want to leave it the way it is, that's great. If you want to change it, that's where you would do it. And click here now. So you can change that text. You could say to learn more. You could say click here now. You could, whatever a call to action that you feel comfortable with is what you would want there.
Is that okay? Oops.
Yeah, no question mark. We want
I
the
know.
we want the exclamation point.
Yeah. Should I put two like capital?
I would capitalize the learn and the more. Yeah, that looks good. Cool. And then save, if you're happy with it, save the landing page.
Let me see with the button.
Okay, cool.
Oops, that's too dark. It's not good either. I just leave it like that.
Now this is where it gets good. Oh, you were going to ask a question.
So when will they see the second one for the thank you?
Oh, you know what? Go back into the FES thank you page. Go back. So click the red. And whatever your referral code or link is to your FES page, that's where you put, if you scroll down a little further, got to go to the bottom. There you go, where it says URL where visitors should go. This is where you put in your website for your main company.
Is it HTTP?
I think it's HTTPS:// and then whatever you want, whatever your page is.
I don't know if that first page is a S. Let me check with my iPad.
This will convert it to an S. I'll show you in just a second.
Okay.
You can try it with a.
Okay. I'll just leave it like that.
Yeah, for the moment, it's okay.
So just save it.
I'll tell you what. Copy it. Copy the URL. Put it in your browser.
Oh, that's okay, because I know it by heart.
Oh, I know, but I want you to test it because I do this with all the stuff I do. I want to make sure that every link works.
Copy.
Copy. Open up a new browser.
I can't see it. Your picture is.
You've got a plus sign to the right.
Yeah, but your picture was in front of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I hope it was a good picture. Hope it caught my good
No,
sense.
no, your screen. Sorry, your screen.
Oh, bummer.
Okay.
Yeah, and for those watching this, I always test the URLs. It's not a private connection.
I thought that was the case. Let me try it without the S and see what happens. Because
That's good.
This happened when I was doing my other thing.
Yeah, and you don't want that. You want to be able to have the confidence in knowing that it's going where people want it to go.
Yeah.
See, and the S still shows up. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Bingo. So that's it. But I'm going to show you something. Now that you know that works, let's close this out.
Close which one?
This tab out, and we're going to go back to the secure mobile landing page. Okay, good. Save the landing page. Excellent. Now, we're going to scroll down to the bottom, and that link, the HTTPS, click me 907, that whole link, copy it.
Yeah, this.
No, the 907 link. The 907 link.
Okay, yeah, okay. What do you want me to do?
Copy it, the entire link. Okay, cool. Now go up to the first page, the Financial Educational Services, FES.
Yeah.
Open that up. We're going to scroll down, and you will see that open spot where that's right, click right there. Bingo.
Okay, and then save.
Save. So what I want you to do now, we're going to test this again, that the 906 one, copy that entire URL again.
You mean this one?
Yeah, not the URL part, just the
Oh,
HTTPS. Very good.
I have one of those mouse that is on the.
It's on the decline.
No, it's on. It's like just a flat surface. I'm not.
Oh, I gotcha.
It's hard for me to get used to that. And
Okay,
then you want me to open another.
open another browser.
Okay.
Cool. Now, if you would, enter in your first name and your best email address.
I'll use my private one.
Yeah, that's okay. Click here and see it takes you right to the thank you page. It's that fast.
Oh wow! And then I'll go to my.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
that fast. And now, if you
wow.
notice in that upper right, you see on your screen where you have an email notification.
Yeah.
You have a new, it's that fast where the email that you put in is now in your system. Isn't that cool?
On your mobile. Oh, that's great. I love that.
Okay, so every time someone gives you their email address and their first name, that was the bride, so we'll call her back in a minute. Anyway, at any rate, but that's how you set up. That's how you set up your first landing page. That's how you set up your thank you page. You've tested it, so you see that it works, and you know that it's secure. That it's
Okay.
you kind of figured out when you put that HTTPS in that when
Yeah.
you tried to redirect them the first time, it was not secure,
Yeah.
and now it is.
Mhm.
So when your BB arrives, then this 906 code
Mhm.
that is going to go into your that's going to go into your 40 character message. So when people click on your 40 character message, that landing page is the first thing they will see.
So this is what they'll be clicking into.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I don't think we can make that image right now, or we can't make that 40 character message. I do know that when it's shipped, there's a message that's already being transmitted that the company put in, and it's going to be tied to your website, so your Genusity website. So if anyone happened to click them while it's in transit, it's going to be directed immediately to you. I think that's a cool feature. So
So,
yeah,
it's when it's in the mail, it's actually on.
it's actually on.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and I've seen two or three where people have gotten it and they've had a couple hundred exposures on people's phones while it's in transit. So
Oh, wow, that's
pretty
great.
amazing. All right, now let's go to the top of the screen, and we're going to go for the moment. Let's go to tools.
Marketing
It's
tools.
to your right there, and that's where the image library is. So if you notice, you need images that are no wider than 600 pixels. The height can be whatever you want, but you don't want to make it so big that it's going to take up the entire screen on the telephone. So I usually use like 300 by 200 or 200 by 300, maybe a little bigger than that, but I don't put huge files in. So when you have when you have an image, you save it to your desktop, for example. And when you're in this library, you click on it, upload it, and then you'll see.
So what image am I looking for? Is this the one where they can see my face, or is it?
Yeah, you're going to want to put a portrait or a headshot up there, and if you have one already,
Yeah, I do.
then we can go ahead and upload that. Take the time to do that.
Okay, but is it this one?
No, no, no. You have to find, click on choose file. So it's to the left. Go to the left, click on choose file. Cool. And then it's going to should take you back to your computer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bingo. Very nice portrait. Choose.
Yeah. What?
Choose.
What did you say?
Click
Choose.
on it. Choose.
Okay.
Okay. And
I
now,
was, I was
and so the link shows up on, there. Go ahead and upload. Very cool. Now you'll notice that there's a notification underneath the photo. It says pending. So
Yeah.
this also is going to go to corporate, and they will look at it.
Okay.
They want to make sure that the images that we put up are wholesome images,
Yeah.
consistent with our brand. They don't want to see, garbage, basically. So they're going to approve it. They'll approve it while your units are in transit.
Okay.
The way to tell whether it's been approved or not, you will have to go back into the tools folder, and that pending sign will turn to green, and it'll
you mean this?
yeah, that sign will turn to green, and then you're good to use it.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, Kimberly, I want to thank you very much. We've been on the line here for almost 40 minutes. It's a little longer training than maybe some people will go through, but you know what? I want everyone who sees this to understand that this is the first time you've gone through something like this.
Oh yeah.
And we have 2 other devices that we have to set up. However, it's really pretty simple. And we're doing it electronically. We're using zoom.us as the methodology here. We live maybe 10 miles apart from one another, maybe a little less than that.
Yeah.
But, we can do a lot of this stuff electronically. One of the things that I teach when someone enrolls is that I want people to get as much stuff started as possible. So I want them, if they can get the first landing page, the first thank you page, understand the basic parameters, then when the units arrive, it's as simple as boom, boom, boom. You just type in the new URL, you think about the 40-character message you want to have, and then just plug it in. It'll take you 3 minutes.
Okay.
If that. So it's really very, very easy. Anyway, Kimberly, I want to thank you and for taking the time to do this tonight. And for any listener out there who's watching this, we thank you as well. We hope you found this helpful, and everyone have a blessed evening. Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye.